Kash Patel has just declassified an FBI memo revealing that a Democratic staffer has now turned whistleblower and is exposing Adam Schiff for allegedly leaking classified info to hurt President Trump. The Schiff is hitting the fan, and he is in deep, deep trouble. Okay, I'm going to break down everything. What does this mean? What's the impact? What are the potential outcomes? As I always do, we're going to the handy outline of my research notes. As always, if you want a copy of these research, I always give them away for free. Stick around to the end, and I'm happy to tell you how you can do that. But first, I just want to say this. You've got Special Prosecutor Martin going after him, Schiff, for mortgage fraud. You've got U.S. District Attorney Janine Pirro, who is now stating that she's opening an investigation. This is breaking news, by the way, into Adam Schiff. And I just want to say it couldn't have happened to a more destitute, despicable, feckless, gutless, ballsless Decepticon, lion-ass degenerate like Adam Schiff. Check out this clip right here of the perpetual lies that he has thrust upon the American public for over a decade.
There is significant evidence, much of it in the public domain, on the issue of collusion.
You have seen direct evidence of collusion.
I don't want to go into specifics, but I will say that there is evidence that is not circumstantial. There is circumstantial evidence of collusion. There is circumstantial evidence, certainly, of collusion or coordination. There's also abundant circumstantial evidence.
All you have right now is a circumstantial case.
Actually, no, Chuck. I can tell you that the case is more than that. And circumstantial evidence can be very powerful and is hard evidence. We're also looking at persistent allegations that the Russians have been laundering money through the Trump organization.
Beyond all the, video evidence, documentation, all of the evidence that we have galvanized to prove that Schiff is one of the most despicable swamp vermin to ever walk the earth, I'm telling you right now, just based on everything that I have gone through, I'm willing to stake my entire reputation, my entire legacy to my children, my family I'm willing to stake everything on the fact that my read on this cretin is 1,000,000,000% accurate. He is emblematic, representative of everything detestable about being a warm-blooded mammal. And I mean that emphatically, if you can't tell. Okay, let's jump right into this. Enough of that. So here is the declassified, one excerpt from the declassified memo by Kash Patel, the FBI deputy director. And you can see right here that the real important aspect of this is right there in the middle highlighted section. When working in this capacity, was called to an all-staff meeting by Schiff. In this meeting, Schiff stated the group would leak classified information which was derogatory to President of the United States, Donald J. Trump. Schiff stated the information would be used to indict President Trump. I'm going to get more into this and also show a couple more excerpts, but here is my trusty outline as I always do. Let's get right into this, and I'm going to break it down step by step. And again, I'll let you know how you can get a copy of this. A whistleblower says Schiff greenlit classified leaks to get Trump. A longtime Democratic staffer on the House Intelligence Committee told the FBI starting in 2017 and again in 2023, that then Representative Adam Schiff approved a plan to leak classified intel to damage President Trump and help lead to an indictment, according to these newly released FBI interview memos. The memos were turned over to Congress by FBI Director Kash Patel. Per the reporting, Schiff's office did not immediately comment. Here are the receipts, what the FBI 302s actually say. In a 2023 FBI interview, the staffer says he attended an all-hands meeting where Schiff, quote, stated the group would leak classified information which was derogatory to Trump, end quote, and that it would be used, quote, which I just read to you above, to indict President Trump. When the staffer objected, this is the important part. My God, this snake vermin dog No, I want to say dog. I love dogs. You're lower than a dog. You're lower than the gutter, Schiff. When the staffer objected, others allegedly said they, quote, would not be caught, end quote. A 2017 FBI electronic communication documents a Republican HBSCI staffer recounting a fired Democratic colleague who described a, quote, systematic process, end quote. Staff notes ran to Schiff, and a decision was made who would leak. The whistleblower told agents he viewed the leak plan as, quote, unethical and, quote, illegal, end quote, and, quote, treasonous, end quote, and later participated in a DOJ mock grand jury before being told the matter wouldn't proceed. What a vermin. Names and targets mentioned. The staffer alleged a 2017 particularly sensitive document was read by a small group, including Schiff. Here he is, of course, Mr. Chinaman himself, Representative Eric Swalwell. China spy, I should say. Content appeared in the press almost verbatim within 24 hours. Swallowswell was suspected internally as a possible source. Names of some individuals are redacted in the memos. He also said Mike Flynn was an early focus as part of an effort to, quote, topple the administration. It's the same crap they're still doing to this day. Why the DOJ didn't move then? The whistleblower says he was told the DOJ would not investigate further because members of Congress have speech or debate protections. He disputed that the alleged content fit that protection. No, the clause immunizes legislative acts, not everything a member does. Just the News notes most potential crimes tied to 2016-2017 leaks are likely past the statute of limitations, though the revelations may still drive oversight or ethics inquiry. So here's the timeline snapshot. August 2017 to December 2017, initial FBI contacts, claims of an internal leak system and retaliation for, quote, lack of party loyalty. I mean, what a venomous, treasonous, organized Biden crime syndicate. Oh, my goodness, all headed by Obama. 2019, additional FBI interview memorialized in a 302. June 2023, FBI re-interviews whistleblower, notes the alleged Schiff meeting and DOJ's decision not to proceed. August 2025, which is now, documents provided to Congress, the story breaks publicly. What's new versus old? New is we declassified these FBI memos with explicit claims that Schiff personally authorized a leak strategy in an all-staff meeting, plus detail on an alleged leak workflow. Previously known context, intense 2017 leak anti-Trump narrative, battles around the Steele dossier and HBSCI flights, but without this level of 302 detail, naming a Schiff-led plan. Obviously, this matters because the weaponization of government narrative still gets, amplified and could justify renewed oversight into leak origins. If Congress deems the conduct non-legislative speech or debate may not shield it, raising ethics questions, even if criminal charges are time barred. Here's another interesting, I want to share this with you. Here's another interesting aspect of this case right here. So, when working in this capacity, again, Schiff stated the information would be used to indict President Trump, stated this would be illegal, and upon hearing his concerns, so the blanked out redacted portion is the whistleblower, and in that highlighted area, unnamed members of the meeting reassured blank that they would not be caught leaking classified information. These ridiculous anti-American acts of sedition, treasonous swine. They actually sold these staff members that don't worry about a thing. We're just going to do this to get Trump. We know it's illegal. They knowingly knew this, but they still went ahead and leaked the information. Why? Because they're consumed with, head to toe, follicle to follicle. They are consumed with hatred over President Trump. Absolutely consumed. More like, which that consumption is contingent upon one thing only, fear. Fear of what? Fear of being outed and found out for the treasonous vermin that they are. The only person who could go after them like this is Trump. Everybody else They want to keep the swamp intact. He's the only person who can't be bought. He can't be manipulated. He can't be, told that you can't do this. He can't be defied. He is going to do everything in his power to make sure that these people come to justice. He was again, Blank was again approached about leaking classified information in a separate meeting by unnamed individuals. Blank believed this activity to be unethical and treasonous. Blank was concerned about the discussion and as a result, reached out to contacts from his prior blank employment for guidance on where to report this experience. These discussions led Blank to contact the FBI regarding his concerns. Blank had several conversations with two unnamed FBI agents related to the matter and was eventually invited to attend a mock. Open questions and caveats. These are the allegations in 302s, not adjudicated facts, which basically means that these are all alleged as of now, but the investigation is pursuant according to federal law. An FD 302 is an agent's summary of what a witness said. It's not a transcript and can contain errors. No Schiff response yet in the source article. Expect denials and challenges. Of course he's going to deny this. What exactly was leaked? Much remains redacted. Corroborating documents or metadata would be the next shoe to drop. What to watch next? House Judiciary intel moves, subpoenas for staff, phone, email records. So this is what could potentially happen. A closed door deposition to validate the, quote, systemic process claim. DOJ posture under current leadership, whether prior no action is revisited for no time barred conduct, i.e. e.g. false statements, obstruction, or for ethics referrals. Any public rebuttal from Schiff swallows well with specifics. Meetings logs, staff denials, and whether mainstream outlets corroborate or debunk elements of the memos. We've got one shot at this. We cannot guarantee what's going to happen in the midterms. We cannot guarantee what's going to happen in 2028, even though I have high confidence that we will do fine. When I say we, I mean the common sense revolution that Trump has started. It's not Republican or Democrat. You can't even say it's Republican. It's the common sense revolution that I feel a large part of. I feel included in that. What's going to happen now? We need unfettered, unbridled, unobstructed investigation by the U.S. District Attorney, by a special prosecutor. We need all the investigative capacities at our behest to be full steam ahead. I have on high authority from high legal experts that if these charges stick, if the investigation leads to what we all think and hope it will, that's including the mortgage fraud too, check this out. Dickless Schiff could be facing up to 20 years in a federal prison. If you want that to happen as badly as I do, give me a yeah in the comments down below. All the grief, all the lies, all the propaganda that they put us through, they absolutely deserve this 1,000-fold. Life is so funny, man. It was only a couple of years ago, President Trump got completely ousted in a fake election. They cheated and rigged the 2020 election. They raided his home. They tried to debank him, smear him, imprison him, try him, assassinate him, arrest him. God knows they threw everything at him. Now they're all crying Epstein lists, but they never talked about that before 2024, did they? I wonder why. It's so amazing how this has all come around to the common sense revolution, the greatest political comeback in the history of politics, period. He has done more for this country in the last 6 to 7 months than any president, any leader in history. It just gives me such great pride. And I owe it all to you, America. You did it. You did it. Now, karma is wielding her head and it's directing its ire at the right, appropriate people. Letitia Big Shame James, Adam Schiff, the whole lot of them, they're all going down. It's just a matter of time. This is probably the strongest case for imprisonment. I mean, Hillary and Obama, they should all go. The likelihood of that, and I even said that when I covered that story, is very minimal. But this is the strongest evidence of acts of sedition, pure unbridled treason I've ever seen. And I'm telling you right now, there's enough evidence here to put away Adam Schiff for a very, very long time. And I just hope to God it happens sooner than later. As always, I will keep you posted. Please make sure you tap that thumbs up if you love America. We need this video to go viral. We need to educate our fellow citizens because a lot of them still suffer from TDS. You can even do it on your remote. If you're watching this on TV, just tap that thumbs up. It helps us out immeasurably. If you want access to these notes, I'll leave a link in the pinned comment and in the description. Just click on that link and you can have them in a second. Also, check out these videos right here just in case you missed them. Tap my face right here to subscribe and follow. And as always, may God bless you and may God bless the USA. I'll see you soon.